What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we have a beautiful sunny day out here, very mild for winter, so that is why we have washed the V today. And as you can see, this paint color in the sun when it's clean just looks incredible. Like, you can see it sparkling just from the side view. This car just looks amazing and I'm in love with it, but that's beside the point. For the video today, we are going to be talking about what miles per gallon, or since I'm in Canada, liters per 100 kilometers does this car get, and how good is it on fuel? And as you guys know, it is a 2.7 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged under the hood. So it is a 4-cylinder, which you'd think it would get good fuel economy, but we will get into the numbers. So starting off, what Cadillac claims that this car gets is around 11.2 in the city, and this is all in liters per 100 kilometers. And then on the highway, 8.2 liters per 100 kilometers, which is actually very, very good. And on the highway, anything around the 8-liter mark, you know, kind of compares with, I don't know, Honda Civics and stuff like that. So you do get that good fuel economy. Combined, I would say it's around like 10.2-ish for city and highway. But we will get into what I have been getting for my fuel economy, what type of driving I've been doing, and just how fuel efficient this car really is. Obviously, since we are in winter, the numbers will vary because of the winter tires, and also you do let your car warm up a little bit more since it is cold out. But you can see us do a quick walk around. I do have my winter tires on, by the way. But yeah, in the sun, this color just looks amazing. So let's get into the numbers. So for my car, for the driving I've been doing, majority is highway. There is a lot of stop and go on the highway, so it is kind of similar to city in a way. But I have been getting around the 9 liters per 100 kilometer mark, maybe closer to 10 on some tanks for combined highway and city, which is very, very good, again, for a 2.7 liter 4-cylinder, I would think. And then, as you guys know, I'll just give you an example. The Blackwing for the city, or sorry, for the highway, in the Blackwing, it's rated at 10.2 instead of the 8.2 liters per 100 kilometers that this car is. So there is a big difference in fuel compared to this car to the Blackwing. So if you were interested in getting the Blackwing, just be wary of that. Obviously, it's miles per gallon over miles per gallon. But again, you want to just be aware of that if you are driving a lot, I guess. But the sound on the Blackwing is just sets it apart, so I wouldn't complain about putting gas into it. So as you can see, we are on the inside of the car now. And just by the way, that startup animation is amazing. Every time you get in the vehicle, you'll see that little V and then the Cadillac logo here. But let's fire it up. And let's see what type of mileage I've been getting. So as you can see there, I have just recently filled up. So it says I have about 457 kilometers remaining. And let's go to my trip computer. So as you can see there, I've driven only 131.8 kilometers on this tank, and it shows your average speed and then also fuel economy. So obviously I haven't driven a full tank, so it won't be really accurate, but it is 10 liters per 100 kilometers, which again, combined, is pretty good. If I kept driving for the full tank, like I have in past tanks, I have gotten around the 9.3.4-ish, which is still really good for combined. And as I said earlier, you are looking at, my type of driving is more highway, stop and go, and then city. So it isn't open highways, cruise control type drives. So you are expecting somewhere around the 10 liters per 100 kilometers, which again, it is a 4-cylinder turbo, which is kind of one of the things that brought me into this car compared to the CT4-V or again, the Blackwings. This car, it's because it's my daily driver and I do drive a lot. So I really, really appreciate the good gas mileage, and this car can back it up. So as you guys can see there, for my fuel economy, Obviously the average for the last 100 kilometers is very similar to what I just showed you because I've gone 130 kilometers. But if you see best, I have gotten 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers in this car. Pretty much mostly highway driving, but that is insane for a four-door sports car that has 325 horsepower. That is another thing I kind of wanted to mention. This car is not slow, and it does have a bigger displacement in the 4-cylinder because it is a 2.7 liter. So you think the gas mileage wouldn't be as good as a 2 liter or another type of lower displacement 4-cylinder, but this car does really, really well and actually compares very, very closely to some of the better fuel efficient cars. And of course, this is a sports car in the V line of Cadillac. So I'm very impressed and honestly have no complaints of this car at all. So I really just wanted to make this video to kind of help out anyone that is looking or in the market for a CT4-V, or also just wanted to know what fuel economy these cars get. And of course, if you are in the market and like I said, you are a daily driver, you daily drive this car, you will be very happy with the outcome of what you get at the pumps. And with gas expensive, you want to kind of save there if you can. And this car does take premium gas, as you probably all know, but it still gets you in that 9 to 10 liters per 100 kilometers range, which is very efficient for a car like this, a 4-door sedan that does have 325 horsepower. So it's pretty quick, but I kind of just wanted to mention that for any of you guys that are interested in this car or what fuel economy it gets. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like down below. Also comment on what you think of the fuel economy I've been getting and kind of what your thoughts are on it and what you've been getting. If you do have a car similar to this or a CT5V, CT4V, let me know what you're getting as well. And don't forget to subscribe. We will see you guys in the next video.